Victoria 3 Charters of Commerce and its accompanying 1.9 patch are finally here. The game is in the best state it's ever been, barring a few minor bugs, but the classic new patch question remains: which country should I play as? Who has the most new content? This expansion and update are all about monopolizing and specializing into a few goods across both your own market and the new world market. Prestige goods, a feature of the Charters of Commerce expansion, are brand new variants of existing goods that give you a trade advantage on the world market and bring some wonderful flavor to many countries in the game. There are 40 unique prestige goods in the game as of patch 1.9, as well as 10 generic prestige goods. Both types are useful for basing a runaround and helping determine the best options for who you should play as in this patch. My name is Dustin, and let's take a look at the 50 new prestige goods added in this update. Prestige goods are produced by specific companies, and almost all of them are tied to a company that can be formed if you own and have incorporated a specific state. This means that conquering a country with access to a prestige good company will allow you to form the company yourself, with the exception of 7 goods that are country or culture exclusive. The generic prestige goods are produced by any company of the associated building type through a journal entry once that company has reached 100 prosperity. Here are the 10 generic prestige goods in the game as of patch 1.9. Any country can produce these by forming the company they have access to that is associated with this good type. These are variants of clothes, fertilizer, groceries, tools, meat, opium, steel, coffee, fish, and furniture. The most exciting of these in my opinion is the reserve coffee variant. It gives Central and South American countries some needed flavor to base a runaround, and allows exporting coffee to be a fun strategy. My recommendation for a coffee-based playthrough is to start as New Granada and consolidate the northwestern South American countries. Now we get to the meat of the new goods. As of patch 1.9, there are 40 unique prestige goods. They are split up across 17 starting nations, 15 once the major unifications happen. The majority of them are variants of goods that don't currently have a generic prestige variant in the game. I'll be going through all 15 countries that received unique prestige goods, from most to least. The countries are USA, UK, Germany, France, Russia, Japan, China, Austria, Sweden, Italy, India, Turkey, Egypt, Brazil, and Argentina. The US starts with 5 potential unique prestige goods. Colt Revolvers is a variant of small arms and requires the state of Connecticut. Ford Automobiles is a variant of automobiles that requires Michigan. Radiola Radios is a variant of radios and requires either Massachusetts or New York. And Sea Island Cotton is a variant of fabric that requires Arkansas. The final prestige good, Gros Michel Banana, is a variant of fruit and is tied to having Yankee or Dixie primary culture while also owning a state in Central or South America. This means that Texas can also form the company that makes Gros Michel bananas. The UK also starts with 5 potential unique prestige goods. Armstrong Ships is a variant of ironclads and requires Yorkshire. Clyde-built liners is a variant of steamers and requires the Lowlands. English Upholstery is a variant of luxury furniture and requires the home counties. And Sheffield Steel is a variant of steel that requires Yorkshire. Bengal Opium is another exclusive good that isn't tied to a state. It's a variant of opium that is exclusive to Great Britain and the British East India Company. Prussia starts with 3 potential unique prestige goods, and Baden also starts with 1. This brings the total to 4 once Prussia has formed Germany. German Aniline is a variant of dye and requires the Baden state. Krupp Guns is a variant of artillery and requires the Ruhr state. Meissen Porcelain is a variant of porcelain that requires Brandenburg. And Schischau Engines is a variant of engines that requires West Prussia. All of the upcoming Austrian prestige goods come from companies tied to states as well, so a combined German nation would have 7 unique prestige good companies to choose from. France also starts with 4 potential unique prestige goods. Haute Couture is a variant of luxury clothing that requires Ile-de-France. Saint Etienne Rifles is a variant of small arms and requires Rhone. Schneider Guns is a variant of artillery that requires Burgundy. Champagne is another exclusive good that both requires the Champagne state and a primary culture of French or Occitan, meaning most nations cannot acquire it through conquest. Russia starts with 3 potential unique prestige goods. Baku oil is a variant of oil that requires the Azerbaijan state, also known as Baku. Russia iron is a variant of iron that requires either Kharkov or Taurida. Finally, an exclusive good in Smirnoff vodka is a variant of liquor that requires both Russian primary culture and not having the law laissez-faire. This means that Baltic Governance can also form the company that makes Smirnoff vodka. Japan starts with 3 potential unique prestige goods. Satsumaware is a variant of porcelain that requires the Kansai state. Tomioka silk is a variant of silk that requires both the Kansai state and a completed Meiji restoration. And washi paper is a variant of paper that requires the Chugoku state, Japanese primary culture, and a completed Meiji restoration. The latter 2 goods are exclusive to Japan since they require the Meiji restoration to have taken place. China starts with 3 potential unique prestige goods. Canton porcelain is a variant of porcelain that requires the Jiangxi state. China tea is a variant of tea that requires any state within the South China region. And Suzhou silk is a variant of silk that requires either Nanjing, Suzhou, or Zhejiang. Austria starts with 3 potential unique prestige goods. Bentwood furniture is a variant of furniture that requires the Austria state. Bohemian crystal is a variant of glass that requires Bohemia. And Como silk is a variant of silk that requires Lombardy. Sweden gets 2 potential unique prestige goods. Ericsson apparatus is a variant of telephones that requires Svealand. Swedish bar iron is a variant of iron that requires Norrland. Sardinia, Piedmont, and 2 Sicilies each start with a potential unique prestige good. 2 Sicilies has Sicilian sulfur as a variant of sulfur that requires Sicily. And Sardinia, Piedmont has Turin automobiles as a variant of automobiles that requires Piedmont. This gives Italy 2 unique prestige goods once formed, up to 3 if they can reclaim Lombardy from Austria. India starts with 2 potential unique prestige goods. Assam tea is a variant of tea that requires the Assam state, and Burmese teak is a variant of hardwood that requires both Bombay and 2 states with the Bombay teak modifier. Now we come to the final 4 countries who each have 1 potential unique prestige good. Turkey gets Turkish tobacco as a variant of tobacco. The associated company requires both primary Turkish culture and to no longer have the modifier sick man of Europe. Egypt gets Mit Afifi, a variant of fabric that requires the Lower Egypt state. Brazil gets Rosewood, a variant of hardwood that requires you own any state in the region of Brazil. And finally, the last country with a unique potential prestige good is Argentina, who get River Plate beef as a variant of meat that requires you own the state of Buenos Aires. And to wrap up, here is an overview of the 40 unique goods in the form of a spreadsheet for easy reference. I hope y'all are enjoying the 1.9 patch and Charters of Commerce DLC as much as I am.